Damn, bro, this light got me looking pasty as fuck. We gotta turn this shit a little more yellow, man. There we go, that's better. Somebody's here. Somebody liked the live stream. I forgot to light my incense, bro. Hold on. This live stream is nothing without an incense, man. Oh, there we go. That's establishing the vibes. Gotta drop this a little bit. Hey, Sonya, what's good, brother? Suh, dude. How you doing, homie? How are things? It wasn't like we were just texting. Realizing You says, I know who you are, bruh. I know who that is. Oh, yeah. What's good, man? You excited to chat tomorrow, bro? No, you. Doing my nails. Let's go. Let's go. What kind of design are you doing? I'm all about it. No, you. You know what? Robert. You know what? Throbert. Test Blade, let's go, dude. The first people pulling up are the homies, and I love it. What's up, guys? Tess, how you doing, homie? How's things been? Good to see y'all. I'm hoping we have a fire live stream tonight. I got something I'm tossing around right now that I kind of want to touch on at some point. Not sure. First time doing it this way, so epic fail. What? Doing it what way? What way? Better now. 2-2. I love it, dude. I love your comments every time you say that part. That part. I fucking love it, dude. I love it. That's good. I'm so glad you're here. Rob, how you doing, man? Tell me how you're feeling. I don't want fire. It's too hot. Colder is better. More ice than fire. A song of ice and fire. What's that all about? You're not allowed to talk cryptically on my live stream, man. How are you? I'm doing good, man. I love my Thursdays. It's the last work day of the week for me, and I get to end it with these live streams, and I get to go to bed knowing I don't gotta wake up at 5 in the fucking morning. You know, so it's off to a really good start, man. And yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling on fire. I had a good work week too. Today I got to just take it easy and just kind of chill. I was weighing out grams of hash all day. That part, yeah, that's right. That's right. I love your engagement with the short content, Tess. It means the world to me. Like professional style. I would not know what that is. Like the video. Thank you, Sonia. Thank you. I wish I could tell people to subscribe to you, or else, yeah. So, guys, what I want to take a second to talk about. I mean, I'll give you a little preview here. I have a video coming out tomorrow morning on exactly what I want to talk about real quick. I only support badasses. I love it. I love it. Hey, man, it takes one to know one. Just saying. But no, the idea, like the video I'm posting tomorrow is talking about how sometimes silence is the best response. Sometimes no response is the best response. And I have like direct experience of this in my life where, you know, and I'll be completely transparent. It's my relationship with my dad, where we've never had like a really close, in-depth relationship. And it seemed like the older I get, the more and more distant we got, right? Where it's funny because the way I describe it is it's almost like my dad didn't account for the fact that my brother and I were gonna like grow up and be our own human beings, you know? And it was like he always thought we were gonna be just as little boys by his side, you know? And then we started growing up and developing a sense of individuality and our own personality and our own desires and our own direction, our own style. And it was like he like didn't know how to relate to us anymore, you know? But no, in this whole area of silence is the best response. I remember that, like, we never had really like a deep, close relationship, and it was honestly very problematic. It was the opposite of close. It was very kind of abusive and traumatizing to a certain extent. And the way he treated me and the way he treated my cat, Arabella, and just the way he went about, he was the kind of person where when you got in an argument, he'd like get in your face and fucking point at you, and he'd scream to assert his dominance, and he'd be loud and slam things because that really gets your point across, right? But there were multiple instances when I was younger, probably between like 16 and 20, where I'd say 3 different times or so, I tried to have the talk with my dad, where I would sit down with him and I would say, I would collect myself, and I was obviously terrified to do this, to confront my dad about our relationship and about the way he was treating me and all this kind of stuff. I was terrified to do that because I was used to just being submissive to his toxic behavior. But there were multiple times, probably like 3 or 4 or so, where I sat down with him and I said, Dad, we need to talk. And I was very grounded and collected and articulate and kind and compassionate and sincere. I described how I was feeling to the deepest of my capability. And he would listen. He'd be nodding, yep, yep. And then things would seemingly be good for the next few days. He wouldn't be screaming, he'd be chill, he'd let my cat do her thing, because he was also very controlling over my cat and all this horrible shit. And then it would just revert right back to what it was. It would revert right back to what it was. It would go back to all the screaming and the controlling of my cat and abusing my cat and all this horrific shit. And I'd lose my mind. I'm like, I thought we talked about this. I thought that me sharing my heart and being vulnerable with you in this kind of way would make you understand. You were acting fine for a few days, and then you went back to how you've always been. And it would blow my mind that I could talk with him with such sincerity and such depth, and he wouldn't get it. And that's when it began to sort of occur to me that I have no say in his behavior and how our relationship is. If I'm doing the best that I can to meet this relationship considerately, I have no control over what he does. I have no control over his end. He doesn't get it. And I would try, and I would try, and I would try to make him get it, and he never did. He's the kind of person who thinks it's the world's fault. It's your fault that our relationship is so shitty. It's your fault, the way you are. It's your mom's fault. It's the world's fault. It's the economy's fault. It's everybody else but me. That's his energy. Hey, Miracle Empress, what's up, homie? I'm talking about right now, I'm kind of telling this long-winded story about how sometimes silence is the best response. And I'm talking about my relationship with my dad, and like, it just blew my mind that no matter how sincerely, how deeply, how considerately and articulately I shared how I felt, he would not get it, he would not meet it, he would not receive it. And so over the years, like to jump right to the end, we don't talk anymore. My dad and I don't have a connection. We don't have a connection. And as a matter of fact, he has me and my brother like blocked from communicating with him, which is, to me, fine. That's fine. He extricated himself. We don't, it's not a reciprocal, we aren't compatible, And over the years, as I've gotten older, over probably the past 5 years, from like 20 to where I'm at now, I've continuously deeper and deeper and deeper pulled away. Reserve my energy. Distance myself. Stop trying to bridge the gap. Because I can't. It takes 2 to tango, and I'm the only one trying to build this deeper connection with him. And he wasn't willing to meet me halfway. He wasn't willing to take the extra step to bridge the gap. And so what I did was I started distancing myself. I started protecting my energy and being there for myself and letting go of this desire I had to bridge the connection, right? Now, if you think of, like, this is really interesting how, like, silence almost has this, like, negative connotation on it. Like, if you think about when you're in an argument with somebody and they pop off and then you pop off at them and then they pop off and you don't have something to say immediately, and then they're like, what, you don't got anything to say? Or, yeah, that's what I thought. Where they take your silence, and maybe even you too, take your silence as a sign that you failed the argument. You lost. You resigned. You didn't have something to say immediately, so you lose. Right? Now, what that describes, what that conveys is that whoever responds the quickest is winning. Whoever responds immediately is the dominant one. But that's bullshit, especially in the context of an argument. Because when you're in an argument, your emotions are heightened and you are like 90 times more reactive. And you literally, like on a physiological level, when you're angry and you're that elevated, you literally don't have access to your rational mind. You are completely emotionally reactive. That's why you say things you don't mean. That's why you do things you don't mean. That's why you stumble over your words and you're like, because you're fucking essentially reduced to like a very low intelligence when you're that elevated and you're that angry. And to think that if you don't have something to say immediately, you've lost the argument is bullshit. Right? Next time you're in an argument with somebody, I want you to do this, where they say something to you and you don't say anything. And then when they pull that whole, what, you don't have anything to say? Kind of take a second and be like, no, I'm just sitting with what you just said. I'm just kind of letting it sink in a little bit. Lean into that fucking silence. Lean into it, right? Because here's the thing. When you're silent, they don't have anything to work with. Essentially, your silence acts like a mirror where all they have, usually in the argument, you're going back and forth and back and forth, they're reacting to you. But when you stop reacting, the only thing they're reacting to is themselves. That's the only thing they have to work with. And they may interpret your silence as you gave up. They may interpret their silence as they won the argument. They may interpret your silence as you don't care. But notice how they're making it up. They're making it up. You're not telling them anything. You're not reacting to them. They are reacting to their own mind. When you go silent, they're reacting to themselves. They're left with themselves. And when you're engaging with somebody who doesn't get it, you've tried again and again and again and again to make them get it, to make them understand you, to make them consider you, whatever it is, and they don't get it, you need to protect yourself. Like Sonia said, protect your peace. You need to learn how to withdraw. You need to begin to realize that your silence is a response to them. That's a statement. It's left unsaid, but it's conveyed in the act of the silence that you are not willing to engage in this connection anymore based upon the current circumstances of the connection. And guess what? It's in that silence where you've pulled back and you've stopped giving them fuel to react to. It's in that silence that if there is any capacity for them to understand you, they will. If there's any degree of them being capable of understanding you, it's not going to take place in another talk. Let's just talk about it again. That next talk you want to have is not going to do it. So don't bother. You're wasting your breath. You're wasting your energy. You know? Like, when you keep engaging with them, like, a lot of time, like, okay, so think about this for a second. You ever been in the shower and you're thinking back to that argument you were in the other day or whatever, and you're like, fuck, hold on. I gotta fucking get this shit. So, like, you're in the shower and you're reflecting back on that argument you were in just the other day, and you're like, damn, I wish I had said that. I should have said that. That would have been so cool to say. Do you want to know why you're just now coming up with that response? Do you want to know why it suddenly came to you out of nowhere in the shower? It is directly because of the distance between the heightened emotions of the argument and you just taking a shower a few days later. You're not reactive. You're not activated. You're not in an emotionally elevated state. And so you were able to tap into a deeper sense of clarity because of it. That's why, oh, that would have been so cool to say in the argument. Well, you only have access to that because you stopped engaging, you took space, and in that were able to come up with a better response. Now, that's the same effect that silence has in a connection, in a troubled connection where they don't understand you. And no, talking about it more and more and more and more, having the talk again and again and again, they're not going to get it. So you need to withdraw your energy. You need to learn how to protect your peace. You need to learn how to sit in the silence between you and that person, distancing yourself, understanding that that's the only thing you can do at this point. You can't word it in any particular way that's going to elucidate to them, oh, I'm being an asshole. This is why our relationship is so strained, etc. You can't tell them about it. They have to realize it on their own terms, and the only context that they're going to be able to understand that in is in the silence, the heaviness of the silence that you created because you set that boundary and said, I'm done engaging. You see what I'm saying? You can tell how, like, passionate I am about this because I learned this shit the hard way. You know? Stand back and watch the foolish behavior of your own bullshit. Can't reason with stupid. No, you can't. You can't. There's a quote from Mark Twain. He says, don't argue with stupid people because they'll bring you down to their level and then beat you with experience. That's why, like, I don't engage with hate comments on my YouTube channel because, like, they'll say something, and obviously because I'm a human being, I have this, like, emotional reaction to it of, like, who the fuck do you think you are commenting on my whatever, you know? And I want to, like, come back in and pop off with my response and absolutely school them with my infinite wisdom, you know? And I refrain. I don't say anything because it ends up in this long 20 plus response thread of us just, like, fucking firing back and forth with what we think is wisdom, and like it's so cringy. It doesn't do anything. It's not good. It leaves me feeling like ugh. It leaves me feeling gross. It leaves me feeling like, have they responded yet? How am I going to respond to this? Not worth it, man. Not worth it. Leave it alone. Like I did. I like engaged with somebody last week or so who thought that, like, my views on God and spirituality were, like, bullshit, and I'm crazy and unrealistic and, like, all this stuff, and I'm brainwashed and I'm a cult leader, you know, and all this wild shit. And I fell victim to engaging with it, and I responded to him, and I kept responding to him. Charlie, what's good, man? It's good to see you, bro. You know, at the end, like, he was like I wasn't even really arguing with him. I was kind of just, like, toying with him a little bit. And at the end, he was like, do you even have a rebuttal? It's like, God, it's so fucking cringy, bro. Like, what is this? What is this, debate class? Are we debating? And I'm like, no, I don't have a rebuttal because I'm not trying to prove anything to you. And then he goes on about, oh, so you're going to post this video and then not engage in the comments with people who disagree? I see how you are and all this shit. And it's like, whatever, man, whatever. It's just such a waste of my time to engage with those people. I'd rather respond to you guys. I'd rather leave hearts on your comments. I'd rather say I love you and thank you for your time and I hope you're well and wish my blessings to you guys than spend any amount of my emotional bandwidth entertaining bullshit. Hi, my beautiful mother has arrived. How are you? It's good to see you. Hello, son. I love that. I love that. I'm talking about how silence is often the best response. And on the end, you just tuned into me talking about like not engaging with bullshit. And like, oftentimes the best thing you can do is just to leave it the fuck alone. Just leave it alone. Don't engage with it. It's the same thing about what we talk about often of how to tolerate toxicity. You're not supposed to. You're not supposed to tolerate it. You know? That's why you can't. It's so beautiful how the nasty comments can help you reflect. Yeah. And like, I'm open to like discourse between each other. I'm open to debating mindfully. And I even almost don't even really feel like doing that. But when somebody respectfully and intelligently offers an alternative perspective and kind of postures it in this way of like wanting to talk about it, I'm more than happy to do that. But when somebody's just being a dick, it's like I give it no energy. Because guess what? You see the comment, it bothers you in the moment, and then you don't say anything and you move on with your fucking life and you never hear from them again. Period. Full stop. That's how it goes. You know? They talk shit. You get all emotionally reactive because it triggers you a little bit. And then you don't say anything and you let it go and you move on with your life. And then tomorrow, you aren't thinking about it. And then they never comment again because they were just a troll scrolling, a hater scrolling, and decided to say some shit. And then that's that. End of the story. You know? What was the hate comment? What did they say? And also, like, another thing is, like, the more you express yourself authentically, the more you're gonna get hate. It's almost like a one-to-one correlation, where the degree to which you express yourself is almost directly proportionate to the degree to which you're going to get pushback. You're going to get negative feedback. And that's because of something called polarization, where you're becoming a polarizing individual, where you're standing up for you're standing a ground, you're taking a stance, you're taking a position, and you're not afraid to show it on social media, in person, in public, in your friendships, relationships, whatever, at your job. You're taking a stance, you're holding a position, and you're doing it radically and authentically, and you're not afraid to do it. And that creates polarization, where usually you kind of blend into the wall and you aren't really outspoken and you silence yourself, you kind of keep the peace, you don't want to rock the boat with all these people, right? You keep the peace and you disappear, and there's no polarization, and in that you feel safe. But then you decide, you know what, I'm done fucking blending in the wall, I'm gonna be me, because this is my life here, so I'm gonna be myself and I'm gonna show up and own that shit. And then, all of a sudden, you start getting hate, even from people close to you. You're different now. Why are you doing that? That's weird. They start judging you. You start getting hate comments, like me on my social media, getting all these hate comments and stuff. I understand that that's a direct result of me holding a position that is authentic to who I am, mind you. And I realize that the more that I own who I am and the more I radically express from that authenticity, it polarizes individuals. But see, that's a good thing, because the people it's polarizing, the people it's pissing off, the people it's triggering are not supposed to be in my field. And by virtue of that polarizing effect, it's vibrating them out of my life. They are being removed from my life just through me being myself. And usually what we do is we go, no, don't go away, come back. Here, I'll go back to playing small if you stop leaving. If me being myself is making you leave, here, I'll stop being myself for you. That's what we do. We respond to people leaving us as if that we're doing something wrong, when in reality, when people leave as a response of you being authentic, that's the wrong people that are in your life removing themselves naturally. That's naturally how this energy works. That's how this whole dynamic works, is you have in your life the people that resonate with who you're being. And so if you aren't being yourself, you got a whole bunch of people in your life that like the version of you you're pretending to be, you know? And then when you start being yourself and people start leaving, you can understand that those were never your people to begin with. What did the hate comment say? I want to know. I always say I love you at the end of my videos. Some dude was like, yeah, I've heard that before. Love is an action word. Oh, you did tell me. Hold on, let me. I don't get it. What does he even mean? Authentically, intrinsically, always true to yourself. Fuck the rest, no stress. Exactly. If somebody wants to judge you or dip out because you're being yourself, fuck them, for lack of a better word. Let them go. Let them go. What a shame it would be to mold yourself around what other people want you to be. That's how you lived your life. You're on your deathbed and you're reflecting on your life and you realize, damn, like I'm about to die, right? But I was never myself. Like think about that. You're laying on your deathbed and you're fucking dying. And you're like, my life, who I personally am is going to die. And you look back at your life and the entire experience you had and you realized, I was never who I truly am. This person that's laying here right now about to die, I never showed this person to anybody. I always was somebody that others wanted me to be. I always hid myself. I always silenced myself. I was always afraid to be myself because I didn't want to bother other people. I wanted to keep the peace with people. It's the only way I understood how to be accepted. It's the only way I understood how to feel valuable and loved, was to be something I'm not. And now I'm here at the end of my life, having never even lived that life from who I truly am. I lived a facade. I lived a caricature of who I am. I lived for others. I lived to impress and to receive the validation and approval of other people. I never did what I wanted to do. I never said how I felt. I never expressed what I thought and what I wanted to do. Is that really how you want to live your life? Is that really how you want to reflect on your life when it's your time to go? Is I was never myself? Or would you rather be laying in your deathbed at the end of your life and it's time to go, it's time to clock out, and you look back and you say, I am so grateful that I lived this life being as true to myself as I possibly could, even when people left, even when people judged me, even when people criticized me, even when relationships fell apart. At least I was myself. At least I honored who I am and got to live a life from that authenticity. I did what I wanted. I said what I wanted. I went after what I wanted in my life. I shared how I felt. I attracted the people into my life that resonated with who I truly am because I wasn't afraid to show that person. I wasn't afraid to be myself. You know? How do you want to do it? How do you want to play the game? I feel like he was mocking the fact that I said I love you. I wonder, you also got to realize that, like, when he hears that, it's probably triggering something within him of how he feels when somebody says, I love you to him. Like, think about that. Dog Hugger, what's up, dude? I didn't know you were a member. What's good, man? It's good to see you, man. Greetings from Florida. How's the weather down there right now, man? Perfect. Oh my God. 80s sunny. Let's go. Is it humid yet? Is it humid as fuck? Does it feel like an armpit yet? I've been to Florida once, and it was years ago. And I remember, like, man, that air was so fucking thick, it was like I could climb to heaven on it, just standing on the air. He's mad because I'm not his girlfriend. Oh my God. That's what it is, right? It's Florida. I'm going to Sedona in a little over a month, guys, and I'm fucking pumped. I am from Connecticut. How is it over there? I think I've drove through Connecticut on my way to New York. Not at all. May starts the summer. Yep. I see what you're saying. How you doing, though, man? It's hard being famous. Oh, my God, right? Mama, you keep posting. Keep posting. I'm realizing something, guys. I'm going to give you a little insight into what it's like being a content creator and trying to actively grow as a content creator. If you look at my videos get low-ass views, you know? And, like, I don't really think that's a reflection of the quality of the videos because, like, and also, what the hell else am I going to talk about? I'm just being myself and showing up every single week as myself, and there's nothing else I can do. Oh, God, how am I going to, like, I got to hook the viewer and, like, oh, I got to be more performative. Fuck that. I'm going to be me. And the people will come as they do. But what is very important is the title and the thumbnail. Because you guys, like when you see my video, what do you feel? Like, honestly, let's do a little, I want to do like a little sampling real quick that I got you guys here on this live stream. When you're scrolling through your YouTube feed and you see a video of mine, what do you feel? What do you think? Do you click on it and watch it because it's me? Do you skip over it and, like, you only watch my short form content? Like, what do you feel and what do you think when you see a video from me? I genuinely would love to know. As people who are, like, direct watchers of my YouTube channel. Let me hear that shit. It'll give me a little bit of insight. I'm sure you guys aren't over here going like, that's a stupid thumbnail. That's obviously what I'm doing. I'm busy doing that. Interested because I like you. I'm interested to hear your insights. I love it, man. Now, do you ever look at the title? Do you ever judge the title and thumbnail? Or that's just me, right? That's just me. You guys don't give a shit. You just see the video, you see the title and associate what the topic must be about, and then determine if you want to watch it or not, yeah? Because I'm over here going, oh, God, that's a shitty thumbnail, man. That's why it only has X amount of views. And you know what I mean? Like, I'm over here, the architect of the videos, you know? Overthinking the titles, and I'm attracted to the brand. I love it, bro. And that's the vibe. That's the vibe, and that's what I love having established with you guys, is that you know what I have to offer, you know what I'm about and what I'm sharing and stuff, and, like, I don't gotta try to convince you guys anything. You see the video, you know what I'm talking about based upon the title and the thumbnail, and you vibe with it. I love that. But, like, what I'm talking about is when my videos get recommended to other people that have never seen me before, I'm so curious about what those first impressions are. I don't overthink your shit. Don't overthink your shit. No, you're right. That's kind of what I'm leaning into now. Like, I'm starting to like guys, I'm being rebellious. I'm not capitalizing my titles anymore. I'm like, fuck that. Were you on Dateline? Oh, God, here we go. Bring them in, guys. Bring them in. I get a feeling of warmth, like a beautiful connection, and as if my friend is about to talk sense into me, which always happens. Got handfuls of super glue. That's so great, Sonia. I love that so much. Like, for real. But no, like when it comes to attracting new viewers, the idea is interest and curiosity. That's really the thing there, you know? And the only shot I have to attract a new viewer into my video is through my title and thumbnail. That's it. That's the only way I can do it. Or they like come across my live stream or something like that, but then they're coming from like a back door, you know what I'm saying? But no, when somebody sees a new video of mine and it's just a title and a thumbnail, that's the first impression, you know? And I just get curious about the way that my titles and thumbnails affect people, you know? Be authentically you or die trying by any means necessary. Facts. That's all I can do. I can't do anything other than that. Like, when I'm not being me, I'm forcing. I'm like, I'm being performative. I've even made a lot of videos. Like, you guys probably haven't noticed, which is funny, but when I watch it back, I can tell and I can damn well feel it when I'm making the video that I'm making a video and I'm here talking about this and I have something to share with you. And it's very militant. It's like, And usually, like right now, it's just flow. I just get into the flow and I relax and I got something I'm passionate about that I want to share with you guys. And that's 95% of my videos. But then there's that little 5% of videos I've made where, it's time to make a video and I got to make a video. And I also want to, but I can't really get in that flow. And it's all like glitchy and robotic and I can't find the flow for 25 minutes. And somehow I make my way through it, you know? I didn't make real money. Oh, wait. Speaking from experience, I created content. I was only concerned that my content was good enough for me. If you build it, they will come. I didn't make real money for 5 years. Wow, man. Wow. Yeah, like, I have no intentions of stopping. I have nothing to lose. And, like, this is what I'm here to do. These live streams and my YouTube channel, and I'm slowly, I post on Instagram and TikTok. I'm building that stuff out. This community's building on there, and I'm working on courses that I'm putting together, and I want to do like more live events with you guys, and like this is what I'm here to do. This is what I'm here to do, and I got nothing better to do. This is my purpose. This is my passion. And people talk about like when it comes to making money, they're like, don't do what you're passionate about, do what you're good at. Now that's true to an extent, but I'm lucky enough where what I'm passionate about is what I'm fucking good at, which is like working on myself and articulating that in the same breath, and that's my passion, is spirituality and self-development and self-transformation and content creation, showing up and being there with you guys and sharing and expressing. And I feel like beyond grateful and blessed to have this platform and to be here with you guys right now and having zero intentions of stopping. It's too late to apologize by One Republic. What is that? Energy Vampires. So looking forward to that one. Yeah, that one's going to be a little bit. Maybe I can jump it up the line and like post it more sooner. I can do that. I do that sometimes. Like if I make a video that I'm really excited about, I'll fucking bypass all the other ones I have and post that one next. Do what you love and the money will always follow. Facts, man. Facts. And people, like, this is so funny. People will, like, get on my case. Like, I've even had, like, a close friend of mine be like, dude, it's going to, like, really burn you out asking for money doing what you're doing. Like, you're talking about spirituality and you're helping people, but you're asking them for money? How spiritual could you really be if you're asking for money? And it's like, dude, listen, like, I used to be like that. I used to think that. I'm so spiritual, I don't ask for anything in return. I'm just a voice piece for the divine, and I'm here for you, and I don't ask for anything in return. That's what used to seem compassionate and, like, wise, and it's beautiful, obviously. I offered tons of free shit, but when it comes to building a career and building a business around this, what it comes down to is, listen, if I have something that you want to know personally and you want to work with me personally, whether it's a course that I'm selling or coaching or a ticket to attend some sort of event or whatever that is. You have a calling to work with me because you are under the impression that there's value that I can add to your life. And by me placing a little payment in front of that, what I'm doing is say, here, you give me a little bit of money, I'll give you that value you're looking for. And then it's a win-win because you're helping me support my business and my passion, and I'm helping you by adding value to your life. It's an exchange. It'd be one thing if I was like selling people like manifest your ex back tomorrow night. Buy my $333 course and you'll get rich tomorrow. Like, if I was selling fucking snake oil, it wouldn't sit well with me. But I understand that the only things I'm charging for is value that the people I work with want. They're more than willing to pay for these things, you know? And the other half of that is that we all work jobs that we hate. We all make money doing shit we hate. Why not make money doing what you love? That's what I'm doing. I'm working, and I don't hate my job, but it's definitely not my passion and like what I want to be doing. This is what I want to be doing, you know? And why hate on somebody when they're building a career and a business and a lifestyle around what they love? That's the best, most intelligent thing we could do. You shouldn't be making money doing what you love. Go get a job that you fucking hate and then do what you love for free. Right? That's the vibe. Thomas sent happy poop. What is that? Josh Tesh mentioned my coupon site and it took off. What is that, bro? My mother has that same chair. Yeah, this is an old rocking chair, man. This is an oldie. This thing's so old, like it could fall apart. It has. I've had to rebuild this thing piece by piece. And it all kind of just pops into place. This guy's asking me if I know the Hawk Tua girl. How could I not, bro? Is anybody there? Hello? It's another thing I'm starting to realize, like, what are you laughing at? No, that's another thing I'm starting to realize is that, like, these live streams don't have to go on for 2 hours like they used to. Like, I'll just hang out for a little bit, and then when the vibe simmers down, I'll fucking dip out because you guys don't want to hear from me anymore. Well, you have diarrhea. You should dry it out and smoke it. What is your message to the world tonight? Shit, man. After sharing all that, and then it's like, what's your message? Let me think. Well, tonight, in honor of like just what I've shared, my message tonight is be you. Don't be anything other than what you are. And the funny part is thank you for the question, by the way, man. The funny part about like people tell you, be yourself, be authentic, be you. We start trying to be us. You start trying to be you, but you already are you. You don't have to do shit. Being you is about removing the trying, removing the effort, letting go, be you. Stop performing. Stop acting. There is nothing you have to try to be. You do not, especially yourself. If there's anything you don't have to try to be, it's yourself. Because you are yourself naturally, effortlessly, and constantly. You can't not be yourself. You being busy trying to be something else, but you're still yourself. You're just being fucking trying to be something else. So when it comes to being you, the idea is to stop trying to be something else. Stop trying to be cool and funny and attractive, and stop trying to show up as in a particular way. Stop trying to be seen in a light. Just be you. Let go. Something. Your innate response to that's you. Say afraid. Don't calculate and gauge how much of you should be. Be you. Let go. You already are you, and there's nothing you have to do to be that. The only thing is to stop being. Right? Just be you. Let it be. And that's the best thing you could do in life, man. That's genuinely the best thing you could do. That's how you attract the right people into your life. And that's how you build a life that's oriented around you and what you love. That's how you build a life that's curated to your authentic self. You know? Not a life based upon the performance you've been playing for everybody because you're afraid that who you are isn't good enough or is too much or unlovable or weird or whatever. Let it go, man. Let it go. What is all this? Let's play some 2K. This bro is like caught in a thought loop or something. I miss you already. What do you mean? Oh, wait, going to washing. Wait, what the hell are you talking about, Sonia? Going to washing of the DC variety? What the hell are you talking about? That's what I'm talking about. I love it, bro. I love it. Yeah, thank you for that question, man. Creamy Fep. Nice name, man. What are you talking about, dude? Wait, you're going to Washington, D.C. on Sunday? You're going to be in the United States this Sunday? I feel you are leaving. No, I'm not leaving. I ain't going nowhere yet, bro. I'll only dip out when the chat dies out. What? Damn, bro. How long are you going to be there? That is definitely not somewhere I can pull up to. Creamy Fep is like, I don't know what his deal is. I gotta go pee real quick. I'll be right back. Give me like 30 seconds. What's up, Wood? I'm coming. Bastion, what's good, man? Good to see you, bro. This. Milena, what did you say? What's the message you sent? I think it glitched out. I'm a boomer. I don't get a chance to hear from people like you. You've got this Buddhist vibe. It's a good message. It's not Buddhist vibe. I like that, man. I like that. Like, I'm rich. I have cars and jewelry and private. Do you actually have a fucking private jet? You're that down, bro? So are you going out to Cali, Sonia? And yeah, bro, dog hugger. I like that name. I like the Buddhist vibe thing. I mean, can you see that? My Buddha. No, it's not like you're saying that shit like the influencers. What do you mean? Like what I'm saying, it doesn't feel like I'm trying to like be an influencer? Is that what you're saying? And now, dude, I have such a deep appreciation. Like, I'm a student of Buddhism. I'm a student of Eastern spirituality. Like, I got fucking Ram tattooed on my fingers in Hindi, and like my beads and my Buddha stuff and my prayer flags. And like, I'm a student of Eastern spirituality and philosophy and that kind of stuff. And like, when it comes to spirituality, that's my root, is Hinduism, Buddhism, Zen, Taoism, those kinds of things. I wasn't introduced to spirituality through like tarot cards and like astral projection and crystals and these other kinds of practices, which are beautiful. You know, I was introduced to this stuff through meditation and philosophy and self-inquiry and God, the divine, and not like the Christian God, but like Hindu God, you know, which is a completely different take. You're not like an influence of bragging that you have caused and jets and all those other shit. You have a message. Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying, man. Yeah, my private jet is my fucking. I don't know. I thought I had something cool to say there. I guess not. No, what I want to share isn't a status. It isn't a look what I've done. It's just like life and like living life and exploring life and learning how to navigate this experience that can be really hard and really beautiful. And like I'm always working on myself and trying to show up authentically and compassionately and create a life of beauty and abundance and excitement and joy. And like I want to take you guys with me. I want to share with you what I'm learning and what I'm going through and like what I've learned at my 25 years of age of like how to lead a life of joy and abundance and wisdom to the extent that I understand, you know? That's my message, man. That's my private jet is the what I got to share, you know? I'm far from private jets and that shit's not shit, that's not me. I love it. Yeah, if I could afford a private jet, I would not buy that private jet. I would spend that money in many different ways before getting a fucking $20 million private jet. Like that video you made about doing things you don't want to do. Oh my dude, yeah, exactly. That's just it. That's just it. It's like a lot of people that like rich people, financially abundant people who end up getting a private jet. A private jet makes sense if you fucking need it because you're always on the move and you have a huge business and you're always moving around doing shit. That's when it makes sense. But like a lot of people get the private jet so that they can say, look at my private jet, baby. I got a private jet. I'm so rich. I don't fly commercial. I have a private jet. That's what it's for. It's a flex. You know? You don't actually want or need at that the private jet. You just want to flex it. It's a status that you're chasing. You just spent $20 million on a status, not on a like an asset that's going to be actually significant in improving your life, you know? Let's all go to the mountains, right? That's how I want to spend my money, man. I want to spend my money making my content better, offering more shit to you guys, and traveling. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. That's how I would spend my money. Money only ever buys time. Is that it? Is that what it does? What do you mean by that? Expand on that a little bit. Please forgive my potty mouth. You're good, bro. This is a we're chill here. We all swear down here. Little man, what are you doing? What you doing, bud? I think I know what you're talking about with money buys time. Yeah, no, I feel you big time. I feel you big time. Something that's really big is like buy back your time, where um like time that, like, just for example, this isn't necessarily something I want to do, but like the time that I spend editing my videos, buying back your time is the idea of hiring somebody that does it for you. So now I've freed up that time, which gives me more time to make videos and do other things and that kind of stuff, you know? And there are certain areas where I do invest in that kind of stuff. Like, I hired a website developer. It's somebody I'm like so close with, and I love him so much. But he takes care of all my website stuff. You know, he updates my website, and anytime I need a little tweak or a little edit, he does that for me. And so I don't have to spend the time learning how to code and make a website and learning how to make these little tweaks and these little edits and stuff. I had somebody that I'm close with in my life, and I said, I will pay you to be my website developer. So now I don't have to worry about that. I can just understand whenever I want something done, poof, it gets done. And I just give him money in exchange for the value that he's offering me in my life. It's kind of that exchange thing, you know? Yeah, there's a bunch of areas where money allows us to free up more time in our life. I'm trying to think of like more areas in my life where I do that, but I don't think there are many right now. Time is the most precious commodity. Yeah, and I'd rather, like, that's another thing, is I would rather spend my money on experiences rather than stuff. You know what I mean? I want to go out and live my life and explore and meet beautiful people and hang out with beautiful people and do beautiful things in beautiful places, you know? Like, that's what I want to do, man. Like, I'm going to Sedona in May. It'll be like a 1 year anniversary since I was in Sedona last year. And oh my God, I'm so fucking excited. I am so excited. What's your message to people who are lonely? There's a difference between being alone and lonely, you know? And I'm not going to bypass the feeling of being lonely and genuinely craving connection, maybe a type of connection that you can't have, whether it's a relationship or more friends or that kind of thing. But the angle that I want to approach this in is that there's a big difference between being alone and being lonely. And I think a lot of people who feel lonely haven't met themselves enough to a deep enough extent, because when you really meet yourself, when you really get down with you, when you really vibe with you, you could never be alone. You could never feel in lack. Wanting to spend time with people or wanting to be in a relationship is this kind of like, man, like how it'd be nice to have friends, some more friends. It'd be nice to be in a relationship. But it isn't this sort of existential, oh God, I'm so fucking lonely and I'm so alone and there's nobody there. And like, because when you meet you, man, that's the only company. That's the only company you could really ask for, is the company of a loving connection with yourself. You know? Like, I consider myself a very independent person, and I also have two friends. Two friends, and I'm single. I don't have a girlfriend, and I have two friends, and both of these friends I've had for over one friend I've had for almost 20 years. I'm 25, by the way. The other friend I've had for almost 15 years. So that's the way I roll is I don't just have people in my life that I hang out with because I'm alone if they aren't there. I have like deep, soulful connections with people, and only two of them, not a lot. I have people I get along with. I have people I'll hang out with if the situation is going the way it is. Oh, and by the way, all you guys that are probably like, "Oh, I'm not his fucking friend," I hope you know what I mean. I hope you know what I mean when I say that. You know what I mean? Like, I only have two people in my life that are like my day ones. You know what I'm saying? And otherwise, I'm alone. I'm in my home. I'm at my job. I'm hanging out with my cats. I'm working on YouTube. I'm working on content. I'm living my life. I'm cleaning. I'm taking a nap. I'm playing my video game. I'm booking a trip to Sedona alone. Alona in Sedona. Going alone. Living my life alone because I don't feel in lack. I don't feel like I need someone there in order for me to feel fulfilled. Like, when I'm single, like right now, I'm not written off from wanting to be in a relationship. I'm not like, I'm single and I don't want to be in a relationship. No, a relationship would be great. An aligned, loving partner in my life would be awesome. It'd be a celebration. It'd be an addition to the joy and the fulfillment and the beauty that I'm already experiencing in my life on my own. It's not something where I'm sitting around twiddling my thumbs like, when am I going to have somebody? When are they going to come? Where are they? I'm in lack. I need somebody. When am I going to meet more friends? I don't have enough friends. I'm lonely. You know, like, wanting to have people in your life, wanting to have a relationship is absolutely okay. But God, don't wait to live your life. Don't wait to enjoy yourself. Don't wait to go out and do things that you love until somebody's there to do it with you. I'd love to go on a hike, but I don't have anybody to go with me. I'd love to travel, but there's no one to go with me. I'd love to go out to eat, but I'd be going alone and that would look weird. Fuck that. Go out and eat alone. Go out and do that hike alone. Go travel alone. That's scary. Go do it. Go be you. Live from you. And you think about, how am I going to make more friends? How am I going to find the one? By going out and doing the things you love. That's how you find the people that vibe with you and resonate with you, is you stumble into them while you're doing what you love. Living your life. Going to the places you love. Eating at the places you love. Doing the things at the places you love is how you find the people. That's how you find your people. Your vibe attracts your tribe. So you got to honor that vibe and live from that if you ever want to find your people, you know? Go to the cinema alone. Yeah, dude, that too. That sounds like a vibe. Like, I'd go and see a scary ass movie. And fortunately, I'd probably like go with my mom or something, you know? Like, cause we love like seeing movies and stuff like that together. But no, I'd go alone, man. I go out to eat alone every now and then. Fuck it. I don't care. I sit there and just like kind of people watch and enjoy myself and enjoy the food and scroll on my phone. What did you say, man? See, Devin, this what makes you unique. Your messages of hope. Oh, I love you so much, man. For real. I feel your vibes. Yeah, I see you. My mom and I went to see a scary movie last summer or last fall or something like that, and it was good. I got to go out and see more movies. But no, the idea is loneliness is kind of like, it's okay to want people in your life. It's normal to want people in your life, you know? But don't postpone your life waiting for people to come along on the ride. Go out and live your life. Live for you. And the people will come. The right people will come. I just got me and my kombucha, baby. That's all I need. Me and my kombucha. I'm just kidding. Kombucha is fire, though. What you doing, little man? What you doing, bub? You guys want to see my cats? Going to the beach alone is so good. Yeah, dude. That's something... I've done that a couple times. But no, same vibe, man. Same vibe. Go and do your thing, bro. Do your thing. I want to show you my cats. I want to show you my boy. That's my man. That's my man right there. Oh my gosh. Love you, bud. How you doing? How you doing? Want to get that tummy? I will get that tummy. I'll get that tummy. What are you doing there, bro? My baby. What are you doing, bud? I'd position you like some dude with a Buddhist message from a Western youthful perspective. That's your brand in my mind. Dude, I love that. That's so good. That's so good. And it's so true, too. That's the vibe, man. Like, I literally made a video yesterday talking about what I call the circle of awakening, where, you know, people who get into spirituality are usually coming from worldliness, of being lost in the material world and money and relationships and status and their job and et cetera, and wanting to build, like, have a status and all this worldly stuff. And then they get introduced to spirituality through whatever means that is: psychedelics, yoga, meditation, Christianity, religion, whatever it is. They get introduced to an alternative way of living life, one that is inclusive of this divine thing, God, the divine, consciousness, love, infinity. They get introduced to a different way of living. And it's kind of like coming up above the walls of the maze of their mind. And there's this sense of freedom and liberation and buoyancy and excitement. And oh my God, it's all so beautiful. Oh my God, everything is perfect. It's all so beautiful. It's all so amazing. I'm so in love with the divine. And then a lot of us, we get sort of so captivated and entranced in the divine that we start to neglect the worldly aspect of ourselves. We start to feel like our job is a drag and we don't want to go because we'd rather be in love with the divine, and I'd rather meditate and go out and be in nature, man. Fuck this worldly shit. Fuck making money. Fuck relationships. I don't feel like doing the dishes and doing my laundry and cleaning my house and like, screw all that, man. Waking up first thing in the morning to go to a job just to get money and all this stuff. There's this sort of, I'd rather be spiritual. I'd rather be in the divine. There's a pushing against the world. But you're only you're only halfway there. If that's where you're at, you're only halfway there. You're 1 foot in the divine, 1 foot in the world. And the reason I call it the circle of awakening is because the completion, it's kind of like a triangle or whatever. You go from worldliness up into the divine, realizing, oh my God, it's also beautiful. It's also amazing. The divine, God. And then that's only halfway. Then you come back down into the world, now equipped with the wisdom of the divine. And you begin to live your life and take back up your responsibilities as a human being that lives in a society and has things they need to take care of, and a roof they need to keep over their heads, and food they need to keep on the table for themselves or their family, and the job and the kids and the bills, and building a life, right? Having a livelihood, you know? But you're when you come back down into the world, having integrated that spiritual wisdom, you're now living from it. You're no longer stuck in the world looking up at it. You're living your life and co-creating in your life from it. You go to your job as an act of service. You go to your job sort of floating in the understanding that this is not you. You're building a life through service. You see what I'm saying? You're not neglecting and pushing away the world anymore. You're living your life through it, understanding who you really are. And that's when life gets fun. That's when life gets exciting, because you realize this is kind of a game. This is kind of a playing field, a big old playground. And you can either take it seriously and grimly and it's all the way. I fucking hate society and the economy and politics and war and all this shit and I'm a victim of it all. Or you can understand that, first of all, this isn't who you are. You are so much more than all of this. You are I'm not even going to try to describe it. You are so much more than this stuff of worldliness. And when you've realized that and you come back down into the world, that's when you begin to become a co-creator in life. You begin to dance your way through life. You begin to have fun. You begin to take it lightly and have a good time and explore and have fun with it and create beautiful things in your life. You see what I'm saying? I call it the circle of awakening because it's oftentimes the direction we go in. It's not about pushing away the world because I'm so spiritual. That's bullshit. It's a cop-out. Is anybody there? It literally says one viewer right now. I think I am going to head out here soon, guys. Nope. Been here. Nice. Let's go. Yeah, that's weird. It says one viewer. It says 2 now. I think that's a lie. This is the good stuff. What do you mean? Oh my God, Sonia, that's hilarious. Sonia is advertising this live stream in her Discord community right now, saying, Devin's live. I'm here. Share your message, Devin. It's an important message. Follow your GPS. You get there. Oh, I love it, man. I love you so much, man. You got really good vibes. I remember you from a few weeks ago. It's been a few weeks, I think. Everything you just spoke of, yeah. I deeply resonate with it because I was somebody who was I was very destabilized from, hey, we got somebody from Sonia's Discord. What's up, dude? Good to see you, man. Thank you for pulling up. No, I was very destabilized in my spiritual journey because I had a deep misunderstanding that I thought worldliness was in the way of my awakening. And I also thought that myself, my ego, was a product of that worldliness. And so what happened was I started to resent and frankly hate myself. I thought anything that I wanted was bullshit. When I looked in the mirror and thought I looked good, I'd say, you're so arrogant. What a douchebag thing to think. You're so not spiritual. And I just had this deep misunderstanding of spirituality and worldliness. And I also experienced literal, I thought I was losing my fucking mind because I was doing such intense amounts of self-inquiry and introspection that I was completely dismantling and uprooting my mind. And I was 16, 17, 18 years old when I was doing all this, which is when I'm just coming online. And the second I'm coming online, I'm ripping it up by the roots and saying, I am the divine. It's all one. And I was not ready for that. And I got very destabilized and thought I was losing my mind, thought I was developing early onset psychosis and all this shit. And I was also taking a bunch of psychedelics, which definitely were the fucking fuel behind it all, you know? And also my own involvement with deep meditation and yoga and this kind of stuff. And I had just worked myself into this very deep, but is so deep and so beautiful and so infinitely powerful, but also the humanity of my little young adolescent mind could not handle it. And so what I did was I let go. I stopped taking the psychedelics. I stopped deeply immersing myself in spiritual texts, and I also couldn't really let go of it because it was who I was. It's who I had become. But I let go. I stopped going on this race to get enlightened. I let go. And naturally, over like a 5-year process, it was like things began to integrate. The dust began to settle. And, you know, in the past 2 years, it was in November of 2024, I let go of a toxic relationship. And that was like when I got seated within myself. That was when I came back online from a grounded position. And I realized, oh shit, I fucking matter. And I fucking love myself. And I am here to live the life and create the life of my dreams. And I have a passion and I have a direction, and this is what it's going to look like, and I'm going to make it happen. All of a sudden, there was this immense movement of groundedness and confidence and love, self-love like I'd never experienced in my life. And that was me coming back into the world. That's my experience of it. That was me coming back into the world. It was like I was on this deep dive for like fucking 8 years into the depths of spirituality, and the past 2 years have been living my life from it. You know? I have to leave. Peace to you, Devin. So much love to you, man. You be well, and I can't wait to chat again, man. Thank you for being here. Dude, I'm in a phase. It's like sine wave, but shifted. What does that mean? I do not know what that means. Sonia and Mama, I love your guys' sweet relationship. It's so beautiful. You guys would get along so well. I know it. I know you guys would. You low-key, Sonia, you low-key have like my mom's energy, by the way. Sonia, I don't even know how old you are. In my mind, you're like 28 or something. Dude, look at my cactus. My cacti. Look at that. Those are my babies. I can sense that about her too. It's cool. Yeah, you guys have very similar energy for sure. Sonia is a Scorpio, Mama. I'm 93 years old on a YouTube live stream. Oh my God. Sonia, I think I've told you, so it probably doesn't count, but do you know what my mom's zodiac sign is? You got to tell me how old you are, Sonia. Come on. Come on. Cough it up. Let's go. How old are you? I deserve to know. A good Scorpio. My mom is the one that built my understanding of Scorpios. It's funny. Virgo. That's what you are, right? You're Virgo? What's the understanding of Leos? My understanding... Hey, Bodhi, what's good, man? My understanding of Leos is... It's kind of like... they're very firm in themselves. They're very grounded in themselves. Very stubborn. Maybe a little bit arrogant. Entitled. And if they want something, they'll make it happen. But they don't want to work too hard for it. It's kind of like they want the world to give it to them. You know? This is my understanding. I don't know. I'm just some fucking dude on YouTube, bro. You know? I don't even know much about zodiac signs. Don't take that to heart. If you're a Leo, don't take that to heart. Preach. What do you think, Tess? Is that true? What's your sign, by the way? That's quite brain-touching. Here's my little Leo right here. That's my boy. That's my dude right there. What's up, bro? Oh, he nibbled on that. He nibbled on that tail. You're an Aries. Oh, are you looking at me? Are you looking at me? What you doing, bud? What you doing, little man? He said, fuck you, bro. Only slightly arrogant. Frag, the lion does not apologize for his presence. Right, that's a good way to put it. You're an Aries. That's what my grandfather was, I think. What about insanity? Should we apologize for it? Leela, what are you doing, hon? What are you doing, bro? What are you laughing at, Sonia? Dude, I'm tired. It is almost my time to resign. Leos are a good time, that's for sure. What do you mean? Elaborate. Here's the mic. Come here, little man. Come here. Come here. Come and see me. Come and see me. Just looking at me. The fuck? What are you guys talking about? What is this? Stuffed up, get some tea and treat yourself. I am a little stuffed up. I was sick last weekend. I'm not sick anymore, but I still have a little bit of a stuffy nose. I'm coming out of it though for sure. The stuffy nose, it's going away. Imagine I just fucking That's how I end my live stream with a snot rocket. What the fuck? Virgo and Pisces are the only signs I don't want to stay around. Well, when it comes to my mom and I guess you're fucked then. Unsubscribe. What? Snot rocket? Come on. That's funny. You gotta admit that's funny as fuck. That's my weapon of choice, bro. Carpet. My super glue. Super glue. That's a funny word. It's not just glue, it's super glue. I meant the opposite. Oh, Virgo and Pisces are the only ones you want to be around. Is that what you're saying? No. I get it. I just think it's funny how Virgos and Pisces and Aries the most wonderful energy. I feel that. I mean, I don't know much about Aries. My grandfather was an Aries. His energy was fucking saint-like, man. It was beautiful. You guys ever put your tongue on like a cold surface in the winter and learn the hard way about why not to do that? Snot Rocket. That's crazy. Maybe should I change my username to Snot Rocket Express? Snot Rocket Express. I can fix them with an angle grinder. Oh my god. Guys, do I have a good side profile? Oh my god. I used too much glue, then dropped my phone and then fell over. Oh, you were asking about my prayer flags earlier, weren't you? I'm not telling. I'm just kidding. No, they're just a beautiful Tibetan aesthetic. Tibetan Buddhists use this. Like, you see them up in like on the Himalayan mountains and shit. What do you want to ask us? What is that? Why? What are you whying, huh? Huh? I'm gonna go to bed soon, guys. These live streams are so fun. I love it. Dude, I don't understand this weird ass glitch thing YouTube does. Stay up. I ain't staying up, bro. I'm gonna go get inverted. That means lay down and go to bed. And drift into an unconscious state of union with Source. My noodle fell off one day and I had to glue it back. The fuck you mean you're a noodle, bro? I definitely think it's time to call this a wrap. Inverted, yup. Old man. Me getting up. All right, gang. Gang. Clip that shit, bro. Yeah, it's definitely time to go. I'm getting a little crazy. Dude, can't believe you don't remember my age, fake friend. So here's the thing. Here's what I do remember, Sonia, is that you were afraid to tell me. It was on the community thing. And you're like, I think you were like, you don't ask girls their age, or I'm not telling you or something. I was like, oh, okay. I'll never know how old Sonia is. All right. That's what I remember, bro. You never told me your age. I called an ambulance, but the time was short, so I had to fix it myself. Mama, tell him no. You're his mama. She's going to have to drive here and tell me no, bro. She's 50 minutes away from me right now. I told you. I don't think you did. Are you not 28? What are you, 32? Devin, your community needs you. It's like I'm fucking Batman or something. Help us, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're our only hope. Sakuriti. What did you just say, Tess? It's glitched out. It literally says Sakurity. Sakuriti. I can't believe you forgot her age. It's not that crazy, man. It was a long time ago, and I don't even remember that she told me. Sakuriti. It says it again, Tess. 28. I'm going 28 or 32. That's what my money is on right now. Yang, what are you doing, baby? What you doing, girl? What you doing, honey? Oh, she's stretching. She just went. Ah, you cutie. I love that, baby. Here's my cat, Yang. Oh, come on, go down. What the fuck's going on here? Well, I guess that's all I can show you. That's my baby. What you doing, honey? What you doing, Yang? You're so cute. You're so cute, sweetie. What are you doing? Little Kit Kat? My little baby? What are you looking at? Oh. That look, I know. She's sleepy. My baby girl, what you doing, honey? Oh, my gosh. What you doing, sweet girl? Can I give you some love? Can I get that? What you doing? Where you going? Where you going, honey? Where you going? Where you going? What are you doing? I'll chase you. I'll chase you. Where you gonna go? You ain't got nowhere to go. You ain't got nowhere to go. You ain't got nowhere to go. What you doing? Where you going? What you doing? You sweet baby. Where you going, honey? She's such a little scaredy cat. She's like, she wants love, but she doesn't simultaneously. It's so cute. Sonia, stop being weird as fuck. Who gives a fuck? It is not about you. Wait, what? Blake, chill out. What are you guys talking about? Did I miss something? What's happening here? Her age. No, she's just being silly. I know that was a little out of pocket, Tess. She was kind of just joking. I know, that was a little extra. My bad, yeah. That was a little kind of rude. Not even gonna lie. I mean, there's only like a few people in here. What else is going on? That's wild. Good night, Superman. Well, Tess, good night. That was a little weird to witness. What are you drinking? I'm drinking kombucha. It's fire. Go get some. But no, I think I'm going to call it a night as well. I love you guys. I love all of you, by the way. But yeah, I don't know who's here. What is it? It's fermented tea. It's kind of like soda. Well, I'm kind of reading back through this chat. Yeah, that was a little sus. I don't know where that came from. Tess is kind of being cringe. Well, I'm sorry about that, Sonia. That was definitely a little extra, for sure. Who's still here before I head out? So I can say bye-byes. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if fucking Sonia dipped out. That was... Sorry, Sonia. Okay, Tess, you're still here. Yeah, I'll be straight up, Tess. That was like really uncalled for, to be completely honest. Like, it's a small chat right now. There's not many people here. We're just goofing around, you know, the vibe is silly. I take it that Sonia dipped out. My bad. Yeah, it's all right. Yeah. I wouldn't be the one to apologize to, but that was a little weird. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna head out. I love you guys. I think Sonia dipped out, kind of rightfully so. That was a little sus, but yeah, I love you guys. Thank you for hanging out, and as always, I'll be back next Thursday, same time. I hope to see you there. I hope the vibes are friendly, for fuck's sake. Jeez, that was crazy. But yeah, I love you guys, and I will see you all next Thursday.